Hello and welcome to Storytime at Stageworks. I am Ana Diaz and I work here with the team at the theater. And today we're going to read the story Masquerader, which is a tradition for the February festivals in Puerto Rico. The book was written and illustrated by Lulu Delacro. Ramon had a secret. For 9 afternoons and one night, Ramon had secretly made his first Vejigante costume. Just a few more stitches and it would be finished. Doña Ana, the best seamstress in the barrio, had shown Ramon how to sew. By running errands for her, he saved many coins to buy his mask. Without a costume and a mask, you could not be a Vejigante. Ever since Ramon was little, he dreamt of masquerading with the bigger boys. They got to be Carnival Vejigantes for the entire month of February. Being too little to join them, he followed spellbound as he watched them play their pranks. As long as they were in disguise, no one could scold them. Oh, how Ramon wanted to be a Vejigante with El Gallo, for they were known in the barrio for their daring spirits. Once El Gallo had spotted Ramon spying on him from a balcony. He chased Ramon while shaking both vejigas in the air, but Ramon was small and swift and managed to escape him. Through the early morning breeze, his mother's voice interrupted his daydream. "Ramon, get up," she called. "Come and help me with the chores. And when you are done, Doña Ana is waiting for you." "Sí," Ramon answered, hiding his costume. Mama would never believe that he had found a way to be a Vejigante. After all, they could not afford a costume. And Mama was much too busy to make one. When he finished helping Mama, he raced out of the house to do what he had dreamt about for so long. "Don't forget to buy the flour," Mama called out at him. Down the street he ran. "Hola, Doña Ana," called Ramon. "My costume is finished, and just in time too," Ana smiled. She handed him a new costume to deliver to the mask maker and a tip for himself. As Ramon ran to Don Miguel's casita, he hoped he'd have enough to pay for his mask and the flour. When Ramon arrived, Don Miguel was hard at work. "Is it finished yet?" Ramon asked, handing Miguel his new costume. "Ah," said Don Miguel, "you really want to be a Vejigante, don't you?" Don Miguel took down the mask that he had made for Ramon. "It will be 6 even," he said. Ramon looked at his brightly colored mask. Then he looked at his coins, his eyes filled with tears. "I don't have enough," he whispered. "Take the mask," said Don Miguel softly, "and come back on Saturday to help me clean the workshop. Maybe I'll teach you how to make a mask too." "Viva!" cheered Ramon, admiring his brand new mask. "And thank you," he called as he rushed out the gate. Ramon could barely sleep that night as he waited for morning to come. At last, Carnival had arrived, and with a big parade, a queen, a band with Vejigantes in terrifying masks as far as the eye could see. They had vejigas in hand and bells on their capes, and best of all, Ramon was one of them. "Vejigante a la boya," Ramon chanted with other Vejigantes. "Pan y cebolla," the crowd answered gaily. Don Miguel, the mask maker, winked at Ramon from across the way. As Ramon weaved through the crowd, he passed by his sisters and his mama. They looked at him curiously, but did not recognize him. Now he was free to play all sorts of tricks. Suddenly, he spotted El Gallo. Ramon followed El Gallo and his friends as they strayed from the parade. They circled young girls and teased them with their vejigas. They rattled their vejigas loudly in a scary rhythm, all the way up to the field where the goats roam. Ramon watched. At El Gallo's order, the Vejigantes charged the young goats. How they laughed to see them flee. They felt so proud of their boldness. Ramon could be bold too. When an older goat passed by, Ramon charged it. Ramon didn't know that this was the mean buck El Gallo and his friends respected. The buck charged at Ramon. Its horns caught his costume and tore it. The costume ripped even more as he climbed the tree. El Gallo and his friends looked in disbelief. They cheered his swift escape. Smiling and relieved, Ramon climbed down. Then he saw his costume all in shreds. With a deep sigh, Ramon took off his mask. Look, it's only Ramon, El Gallo exclaimed. You are small in size, Ramon, but big in courage. Come and join our group tomorrow. You mean it? Ramon said. But how could it be a Vejigante with a useless costume? Ramon returned home where Mama was waiting for him. So you are a Vejigante, Ramon, she said. Not any longer, whispered Ramon. He told Mama about how he had secretly made his own costume and how he was finally accepted in El Gallo's group. But now the many days left in February to be a Vejigante would be ruined without his disguise. He walked to his room. He still had to go to Don Miguel's to finish paying for his mask, but the costume was hopeless. There was no way to mend it. Mama came in with a warm piece of cake. She knelt down close to him, and as she threaded 2 needles, she whispered in his ear, You, Ramon, of all people, should know that sometimes persistence is the key to your dreams. We will try to mend it, this time together. Ramon smiled. Then they each picked up a needle and sewed late into the night. And that's how he returned to the carnival the next day. The end.